So, in a very short time, I'll tell you why you feel, maybe you feel like your dreams haven't been achieved yet. Okay? And I'm here to tell you this: it is only because you haven't surrendered to them fully yet. Okay? Think of it this way: most people, they know what they want consciously, but their subconscious mind, their deeper mind, their nervous system, their body isn't really convinced of it yet. They haven't surrendered themselves to it yet. So the opportunities that come their way, they instead of them actually going in the direction of their dreams and accepting these opportunities, they become scared, right? And then you take a step back when you actually try to go forward. And that happens to most people. We know what we want consciously, but we haven't taken the time to actually allow our nervous system to take that belief and really normalize it into our hearts, into our entire nervous system. That's why when opportunities come, we still feel somewhat uncomfortable. But once we convince ourselves truly and thoroughly that, and our nervous system understands that we are destined, we're bound for that thing, then whenever the opportunities come, we're going to be able to, one, we're going to detect the opportunities, and two, we're not going to be scared of doing it because we have that deeper knowingness. Our nervous system has already told us emotionally about that certainty. It has already told us emotionally that it will happen because you have physically changed, not just mentally but emotionally and physically. You actually convinced yourself. And I remember, I had moments where I was consciously thinking of something, but it wasn't really translating to my nervous system. I couldn't accept that emotionally. But when I finally surrendered to it and I finally believed in it from an emotional standpoint, and I finally accepted it, my nervous system and body accepted it, then I knew it. I really knew it. And then whatever opportunity, whatever event, whatever situation that crosses your life, you're ready for it. And you're going to say yes instead of taking a step back and, and running from it. And that's it. The opportunities are everywhere, but we need to say yes. We need to feel good about them. And we need to know that they're there for a reason, and that is the time for us to say yes. We all think of the thing we want, you know, but that's just a tiny part of the way. Now we need to accept it really. It has to become dominant in our emotional system. So when the opportunity arises, you're happily and joyfully saying, yeah, let's go for that. It excites you on an emotional level. That's really the compass that you need to move by in your life, is that underlying emotion, that underlying certainty that you're destined for that thing. That's what ultimately guides every step you take, not just the thought. The thought of something is too weak if it's not uh, substantiated, if it's not backed by emotion. Your emotion, your body, your nervous system has to back it up. And when it backs it up, when it learns that that's the way to go really, and when it's comfortable in that position, and it's comfortable in that belief, then whenever something comes up in your life, you're going to know why it is there, and you're going to know that that is where you should go, and you joyfully say yes instead of, you know retraining from it, right? So that's it. I think that's something that we tend to miss when thinking about manifestation and the creation of the perfect life, right? When you really become that, that means you completed the cycle. That's all you need to pay attention to. Complete the cycle. Take the utmost magical thing that you can imagine and make it your life's priority, your life's mission to actually embody that feeling. When you embody that feeling, the next priority is to detect the action and do it from that position of knowingness, right? Don't let the signal die. Think of it as three steps. You think of what you want, then for that to sustain itself, you have to embody what you want. That means that your nervous system has to accept, surrender, and believe in it. And then from that point on, you still cannot let the signal die. Now you need to act on it from that same knowingness. If you know it deep enough, then acting on it shouldn't be a problem. What's stopping you from acting on it if you know you're destined for it? Then you naturally, effortlessly, joyfully, and from a position of certainty and power and light, it doesn't have to be heavy, light, you act on it, right? And that's it. You keep repeating the cycle. Don't let the signal die. Select what you want, embody it, and now proceed to take one step toward it. No one's asking you, you don't have to take 1,000 steps. You take a step towards it, right? And that's it. And then you complete the cycle of manifestation and you will manifest these things. Simple as that. But a lot of people let it die in the first step. They never get to the point of convincing themselves of it. So it always feels like it's weird. It's always feels like your thought it's kind of like too far fetched or is empty. You know, that's it. Make it your life priority to complete the cycle. You select the potential, you embody it, and then you do whatever you can within your circumstances, within your perceived limitations, which actually there aren't any limitations, there are none. But with the thing that you can do immediately, with a one step, one piece of action that you can do, immediately you do it. And then that action is gonna feed more of that potential, conscious potential that you selected, more of that emotion, and more of that action. You're going to have even more dopamine, more motivation in your brain and body, in your system to go there and repeat the cycle and just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. And that's it. You have a recipe for achieving your dream. You have a recipe for achieving the ideal image that you have for you, right? Go there, repeat the cycle, appropriate yourself of your dream life. If you have a dream, it is there for a reason. Your deeper, higher mind knows where to go. It knows that that is the way. It knows that it's showing you that greater vision because that it should be fulfilled. That idea should be fulfilled. That potential should be fulfilled, and you're the one who can fulfill it, right? It's so magical how we actually have all these technologies in our disposal for us to understand how manifestation, how the universe, how the laws of mind and the universal laws of creation work, right? Take all of these things that you can and bring them to your favor and watch magic unfold in front of your eyes.